Hello and welcome back to Too Many Books. My name is Sean and today we have a Chiroptera Press unboxing featuring a box within a box featuring the agonizing resurrection of Victor Frankenstein and other Gothic tales by Thomas Ligotti. And this, my friends, is the slipcased numbered edition, or the slipcase deluxe edition. Not the fanciest edition out there, because there was also a lettered edition, which looks absolutely stunning. That lettered edition is like housed in like this like driftwood planked up board. It looks cool. It looks friggin' awesome. But anyways, I can't help but spring for a nice slipcase edition from Chiroptera because their slipcases are incredible. And I know that this edition, yes, look at this. This edition is a little bit different than the previous editions as far as slipcase ones go. First of all, you have the incredible stamping, nice foiling on the actual slipcase itself. Beautiful job. Very slim volume. This is a collection of vignettes. But the actual boards themselves, cloth-bound boards with the cover artwork inlaid into it. There is an unsigned edition that is still available that I think has a dust jacket. I forgot to check that one out. And then, of course, there was a signed edition. Oh, gilded page edges as well. And, of course, there was a signed edition that did not have a slipcase, which had different, a different spec to it. It did not, of course, have the beautiful, beautiful end papers here. So this is one of 370 numbered copies. This is 73, signed by Thomas Ligotti and Paul Romano. Ray Romano's brother, getting all sorts of action in the artistic landscape that he finds himself in. So anyways, the agonizing resurrection of Victor Frankenstein and other Gothic tales, as I mentioned, is a collection of vignettes, very, very short little pieces, delving into all sorts of classic monsters, whether it be Victor Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. There is the Wolfman. There is the Phantom of the Opera. There is a preface here. Is the preface new, or is this just originally what was published in there? So this has been published in other editions. Most notably, there was a Centipede Press edition from like 15 years ago. Very nice edition. I don't have it, but I've seen pictures of it. I believe it's the same contents, although this is supposed to have some additional short stories. Harry O. Morris actually did the artwork in that Centipede Press edition. That had, I believe, an exclusive introduction, or maybe it was an afterword from Ligotti. I don't know if that is the preface here, or if that is something that was just exclusive to Centipede and has not been redone here. 3 scientists. So it looks like Paul Romano is giving artwork for all of the pieces in this. So like I said, little vignettes. Boom. Jekyll and Hyde. Boom. Victor Frankenstein. Boom. Little tiny little piece. 2 immortals. You have Dracula. You have Lawrence Talbot, Wolfman. You have Leading Men. That looks more like Dracula there. You have the Intolerable Lesson of the Phantom of the Opera. And the Phantom of the Wax Museum. These characters that are stuck within this cycle of heartbreak and longing and love and death. Gothic heroines. Emily St. Aubert. There are some originals in here as well. Some original heroes. Original anti-heroes in a way. Loners. Very, very small. Anti-Pygmalion. Shut-ins. Very excited to dive in. And then a Poe anthology. I know some of the pieces in this are supposed to be early works. Are the early works the Poe and Lovecraft pieces? Let's go back to that. I'm not actually sure on that because it's all just kind of grabbed in 2011. I had thought on the website that it mentioned there was additional pieces that were from earlier stories that were published by Ligotti. and were collected within this volume. I can't quite determine which those are from that copyright page, and I have not read The Agonizing Resurrection of Victor Frankenstein, so I cannot say with certainty if those contents differ from previous editions or the Centipede Press edition. But hell, it's one hell of a volume. Like I said, it's pricey for, just under 100 pages. Was it 90 pages? And, it's a pricey edition for those 90 pages. But man, did they go all out with Chiroptera. I mean, the slipcase, even though it's a small volume, the slipcase is abundantly beautiful. The cloth binding on this, the end papers, they are just spectacular. Like I said, this is not a lettered edition. Lettered edition is even fancier. But man, this feels almost like lettered quality for some of the smaller presses. Obviously not like Suntup or the fine presses or even Subterranean Press these days, but some of the other ones like a Cemetery Dance lettered edition. Although this doesn't have, the bonded leather. I might even argue that this is fancier than some of those Cemetery Dance lettered editions because I think the cloth honestly works better than the bonded leather. But anyways, copies of the lettered and the numbered editions are completely sold out. There is still an unsigned edition, which, like I said, I think it has a dust jacket featuring, Paul Romano's artwork there. You'll have the same great contents as the edition that you see before you here, although it'll be in a slightly different package when presented to you. But I'm sure you are still getting one hell of a story and one hell of a production for bang for your buck. Nice sewn binding, beautiful boards, the whole 9 yards that one can expect from Chiroptera, who is honestly becoming one of my favorite small presses at this price point. Like I said, they're very comparable to Centipede Press. Centipede Press kind of goes above and beyond with some of their publications, like Dune, for example. The Dune titles, they have some oversized ones, which are above what you expect with these Chiroptera ones. But these Chiroptera ones are almost reminiscent of the $100 range Centipede Press titles. You can definitely see, especially with the earlier Chiroptera titles, the influence the Centipede may have had on them. But honestly, Chiroptera is kind of going off and branching and doing their own thing, especially with Frankenstein here. Holy crap. So once I have actually read the volume, I'll do a full book review on the channel here, so be sure to subscribe to check that out. I do at least one book review a week, with plenty of unboxing videos in between here and there. I have a whole playlist of Chiroptera unboxings on the channel that is worth checking out if you want to see what more of their books look like. So thank you very much for watching. Check out Chiroptera Press, and we will see you around next time.